Hello and welcome to the show. Today I am playing Hydro Thunder Hurricane, and look at all the pretty colours. It is very rare that a game is quite as colourful as this. Modern games tend to be all dark and gritty and supposedly realistic, and this isn't. This is a fantastic arcade boat racing game. It's just stupendous fun. It really is. There is no other word for it. Right. Where are we going to start? We are going to Storm Asgard. There is a good variety of boats. For this, I'm going to use probably my favourite boat. It's a plane that looks like a boat. No, it's a boat that looks like a plane. That's the right way around for it. Yeah, I'm going to use it. It's great. This game is just fantastic. Right, the first thing that you will notice about this game when you play it, other than it likes to freeze slightly every time it loads a level, not sure why that is the water physics. The water physics on here is really very good. I'm trying to think of a game that has better water physics. Maybe Hydrophobia. Anybody who's ever played that, it's kind of like an action-y, adventure-y game set on a sinking ship or a damaged ship. I can't remember. I don't even know if it was ever finished. But yeah, that has some really clever water physics. This probably has the next best. I'd say possibly even equal to the Hydrophobia. It really is very good. You'll see here as things are crashing into the water, they're creating waves, and you've got to try and navigate through the waves in such a way that doesn't send your boat flying into the wall, which does happen sometimes. Another thing you will notice is when I catch up to a boat, I was hoping I'd get behind that one, but I can't. They leave like a trail of wake behind them. So I may have mounted that boat a little bit. So if you're following sort of like 3 or 4 boats, it can actually get quite choppy. There is also like a little kind of channel you can follow someone behind. They leave like a little white trail of water. That is where it's effectively slipstream for boats, where the wake is slightly less and you can go a little bit faster. Not sure if that should technically work, but anyway, it's how the game works, so don't question it too much. So aside from the there's a Viking longboat. Why are you here? Why are you doing 160 miles an hour as well? Yeah, the levels are pretty incredible as well. Get the boost, thank you. And now we have to battle with a Viking longboat while I am in a fighter plane inspired jet boat. Yeah, you can't say that about every game. Anyway, where was I going on to next? Oh yes, the boats. The boat's handling is really very good as well. All the boats handle a little bit differently. All the boats have their strengths, have their weaknesses. This one here is very good in the air. You can maneuver it about while it's in the air using your boost, which means that when you kind of go over a jump, you have a little bit of control where you land. Thor is trying to kill me. Thor is trying to kill me. I'm going over this way, you see. I have quite a lot of control of this thing in the air. I guess that's kind of part of why it looks like a plane. Yeah, which is a good advantage for this boat. There are other boats which are heavy, so they are fairly slow, kind of accelerating fairly slow top speed, but it gives them very good handling. They've got more stability. There are some boats that are very light, very fast, but rather twitchy. And nearly screwed that one up. Oh well, I crossed the line. Just about. Yeah. There's a good variety of boats. All of them handle very differently from each other. They're all very distinctive characteristics. All have their strengths, all have their weaknesses. You will have sort of favourites. You'll have boats that you will like to use. However, there are no bad boats in this. All of them are good fun to drive. They all drive differently, but they all drive very well. They're all very controllable. They're all very good fun. I will just show you a quick look at some while I select. We're going to go to this one. I like this racetrack as well. I'll just have a quick look through them all. They're all designed really well as well. At first, you have a Vector. This is what you start with. It's just sort of a basic speedboat. It has a V8 engine by the looks of it. Next, you have a kind of another it's sort of slightly standard speedboat. You go on to my favourite planey, boaty, combination-y thing. You have this one here is the heavy but very good handling one. I like this boat quite a lot. It's very good fun to drive. You have a drag style boat. It looks very much like a drag car. Again, has a big, I think that's supposed to be a V8 style engine in the back. This one here is one of the fast twitchy ones. This is even faster, even twitchier. Very hard to drive that thing. It's actually pretty good fun to drive. I will select this one in a minute. It's pretty good overall, and this thing is incredibly fast, very hard to control. But yeah, I'll have a go with this one. And we will go to this arena. Now, the level design on here is also absolutely excellent. This has some of the best designed tracks of any racing game of any sort I've ever played on. They really are. They're so imaginative. They're so creative. They're just different. There's only 8 tracks. There's not a huge variety of tracks, but all of them are really well made. You can see this one here is it's like an arena-based one. Mind the wave machine. But it just looks fantastic. The graphics aren't amazing. They're pretty damn good. This is, I say, kind of a remake of an old PC game. I used to have this on PC. That's why I bought this game, because I remember playing so much of this as a kid on PC. So yeah, it is based on an old PC game. The graphics aren't spectacular, but they are still fairly serviceable. Ooh, just about made it up there. X is jump. I only just figured that. I've been playing this game for about 3 hours today, and 10 minutes ago I figured out if you press X you jump. Ooh, did a barrel roll. Oh, look at that skill. Amazing. I nearly went through a bit of a crane. There we go. Yeah, graphics-wise, pretty good. You're not really going to complain too much because it's just so much fun to drive. But yeah, as I said, level designs, they're all really very imaginative. This is actually one of the harder levels for me to show this off. I didn't think this through very well because a lot of the levels have kind of alternate routes. And jump for the collectible. There we go. I got boost as well. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of these things have sort of multiple routes. You've seen it. I've shown you it a couple of times in this course. This is the, I guess, probably the least of the multiple routes kind of sections. That made no sense at all, but never mind. Ooh, I'm actually doing quite well this race. But yeah, it's just, it's so creative. I love it. I would so go and watch this if this was a real sport. It should be a real sport. It would be fantastic fun. There would be many probably injuries because I'm going 200 miles an hour at the moment in a speedboat, battling with other speedboats. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be the same as a sport, but it is very, very cool. One thing that I will say about this game that, I don't know, it might annoy a few people, might turn a few people off, is it is a very difficult game. I was surprised by the difficulty level in this. At the moment I'm driving, this is an expert race. I'm driving on the hardest of difficulties, and I would like to think I was fairly kind of alright at this game, and I'm going to come third. That's a pretty good race for me as well. An expert one. This is a seriously hard game to kind of play. On the higher difficulties, because of the easy difficulties, it's not too bad. Oh, I've unlocked a new event. But yeah, on the harder difficulties, this is a seriously challenging game, which is kind of a good thing. You know, it will keep you playing because, as I said, there's not a huge number of tracks. Now, one of my favourite events on here. This one here is incredibly addictive. It is the I clicked it and missed the name. Ringmaster. There we go. Since I just unlocked this one, I'll show you on this. Oh, we have to use a novice boat. Yes, we're going to use this. I'm trying to think of a game mode to compare it to on something else, but I can't quite at the moment. I'm sure there is. Basically, we have these rings, and we have to go through these rings in order. Every time you go through a ring, you get some nitro. If you go through, basically, if you don't miss any rings, then you will probably be able to boost the entire time. Not that you would, because some turns are incredibly tight. Oh, hey, you got a collectible. I haven't driven this level very many times, so I might be terrible at it. Well, I probably will be terrible at it. I apologise to people who are good at this game, because I'm sure I'm not, and I will annoy you. But yeah, anyway, this thing is incredibly addictive, because you keep trying, especially on the hard difficulty, you keep trying to get that perfect run, to get that run that's a little bit better than last time. Ooh, nearly missed that one. Nearly didn't click that. Oh no, going over here. Hey, I'll get a collectible while I'm here. Ooh, no, I jumped into the roof. That wasn't very clever. I'm doing a wheelie sort of thing. Yeah, there's a 1 second penalty if you miss a gate on the novice difficulty, 2 second for pro, and I believe it is 3 second difficulty for expert. The expert courses on here are really tough. There are some very nasty turns and nasty jumps that you have to make and that kind of thing. And that's why this mode is so addictive, is to try to get it right. And the game does a really good job of keeping the courses short. You know, none of the races here really last. Ooh, no, oh, I'm on the bank. Can we get on the water, please? Thank you. None of the courses on here last more than 3 minutes. So if I mess up this run, like if I completely screw that up there, which I did a little bit, and wanted to restart, I would have only lost a minute's worth of progress. It's not like some of the long races where you can go for 20 minutes on other games I'm talking about here, where you go for 20 minutes, you make one mistake and you've got to restart the entire thing. That's the reason why I don't do endurance races on Forza and other racing games, because I hate that you go through all that effort and you get to 20 minutes in or whatever, and then you make a tiny silly mistake and then it's all wasted. So yeah, I like the shortness of the levels. It keeps things interesting. Ooh, gonna go and jump across the finish line. Woo! And I got a silver medal. Damn it! I think I wasted too much time being stuck on that bank. So yeah, the ring master mode is great fun. Can be a little bit irritating at times because waves can kind of throw you off course, and you miss like 3 checkpoints and have to restart. But you'll get the hang of it. The waves, I think there's a couple of levels where they have some randomly generated. There's like a monster that randomly jumps into the water at different times, and that can kind of screw you over a little bit. I shall show you that now. I'm going to do the other mode that this has, which is a Gauntlet mode. What should we go for? We're going to go for the drag boat here. Yeah, occasionally, sort of the randomness of it can screw you over. Gauntlet mode is probably my least favourite of the 3 modes, and you'll see why. Fairly quickly, I suspect this won't work particularly well. Right, jump for the... No. I need Nitro to jump. There we go. I'm still learning the mechanics after sort of 3 or 4 hours of playing it today. Right, over here, get the Nitro, and there we go. That thing there is what I was on about. It sort of appears in different places each time you go through. So, yeah, that can screw you over sometimes when the place comes. The traps are going to try and kill me with spears. Not going to do much damage to a power boat. As you can see, around the outside of this course, ooh, yeah, a little bit too far through there, are these little barrels that you have to try and avoid. That's why it's called a gauntlet. If you touch a barrel, you explode. Doesn't matter what speed you're doing. As soon as you touch one, you explode, and then you have to reset yourself. There's no real penalty for exploding, I don't think. It's just you waste time. So if you're really, really fast, you might be able to get away with like a couple of explosions. But yeah, it's pretty damn tough to do. Ooh, where are we going through here? We're going through here. Now, the problem with this mode, the reason why I don't really like it is, first of all, when you have these waves like here, sometimes the camera won't really show where the barrels are very well. They'll be like underwater, you won't be able to see them. Ooh, yeah, I got away with that. And so they'll kind of suddenly appear in front of you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. Ooh, yeah, I got away with that as well. Jesus Christ. That was a bit closer than I would have liked. The other thing I was going to say, is I've just demonstrated twice in a row there, is as you go over jumps to get power-ups, with the way the camera is... Ooh, I clattered through that wave. You can't really see very well where your boat is going to land, so it can hide the barrels from you. So as you sort of come into land, as I said, you can adjust your course in the air, but you might not necessarily be able to see what you're trying to avoid. So yeah, there's a few times where I've just kind of landed on a barrel by accident. Ooh, we're going this way. Which is a little bit irritating, but again, I mean, this race is going to last about 3 minutes, so I don't really mind too much. Oh no, there we go. That was what damn it. Yeah, like if I wanted to restart now, I've only lost 2 minutes. I haven't lost like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. This is another really well-designed level. It's a 3-lap race around a course. They could have just been lazy and made you do 3 laps, but every lap that you do, it changes the route. Through you might have noticed, I don't know how much attention you were paying. That was a dumb idea because I'm going to land on some barrels. Jump! Whew, that was a bit close. Jump again, jump for the Nitro. That has worked. Jump over that bit, and that's worked. That, I survived somehow. That was more luck than judgment, and that is very true. Oh, no, we got away with that. That is all good. Right, okay, just breathe for a second, and no, we're going to clatter that. Oh, do a barrel roll, landed it. Oh no, now that's... No, I messed that one up. Okay, this isn't going to be a particularly clean run. But yeah, the level design, it's just so good in this game. It's so creative, it's so interesting, it's just different. It is a shame, however, that there are not more levels. There is... Oh, damn you barrels. See what I mean about barrels appearing? It's done a very good job of showing everything I wanted it to in this thing without me planning anything. Jump the barrels, and then get attacked by a dragon. What on earth are you? You look like a raptor. Why is there a raptor underwater? I assume it's not a raptor, but ooh, got the big boost thing. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, this has been a terrible run. Never mind, doesn't matter. I will try it again. Not now though. Yeah, it's a very addicting game. It's that you want to try again and keep getting faster times. If you like trying to beat leaderboard times, that kind of thing, there's plenty of that to do in here. And a big finish, trying not to explode. Woohoo! There we go. You can explode on that. I got a silver medal. I thought I'd done worse than that. And land. Upside down. Oh, hey, landed. Yeah, that wasn't a very good run. Never mind. You still get credits for whatever you do. If you come in the top 3, you will earn credits. Credits is the game's kind of XP progression system. As I said, I played about 4 hours of this game, and I have unlocked all of the boats and all of the tracks. Although I haven't like completed all of the championships. The championships are a nightmare. These are like a series of 3, 4, 5 events. For you to do. They're not just sort of races or just the ringmasters, or they kind of mix up all the different events. They're kind of okay. I haven't really done too many of them because I'm not very good at this game. So yes, I'll show you one final track before we wrap things up. Where should we go? What one of these is interesting? Oh, Area 51. Yes, we've got to go to Area 51, and I will use this thing because this is utterly mental. Right, let's have a go with this. As far as longevity of the game goes, a lot of that is going to depend on how much you like trying to find collectibles, how much you like trying to unlock all the skins for the boats, and how much you like trying to beat leaderboard times. There are only 8 tracks, and there are only kind of 3 different sorts of races on all of these tracks. So yeah, you will see a lot of what the game has to offer within a few hours. However, there is loads of collectibles. There is 10. I just missed one there. I'm being attacked by a military police boat. That's quite scary. There are 10 collectibles per level. I'll take that nitro as well. So there's plenty of them to find, and a lot of them are deviously hidden. I don't think I've got more than 4 or 5 on any level yet. They're all very sneakily hidden, and I haven't seen a lot of them. Like, I know where that first one is there. There's loads I haven't seen on the levels. Wait for it and jump. Woohoo! Oh, this thing's very good in the air. I've barely driven this thing. It is a bit hard to control, but never mind. I'm not going to do very well in this race, I suspect. Oh, I blew myself up. Damn it. Yeah, there's lots of things to collect. No. This thing's very fragile as well. Turns out. Lots of different skins for the boats. Not that it changes how they drive or anything. Where are we going? I'm not really sure. Going this way. I'm in last place. Luckily, the levels are so cool that I don't really mind too much. Lots of watery, wavy kind of things to avoid. There's one of those spinny what's-it-madoodah things. I've forgotten what they're called. Centrifuges. They put people in. It's underwater. I think they've had a bit of a flood here in Area 51. I would be a little bit concerned. Through the big XCOM globe thing. Go this way. I love the ability to control your thing in the air. Like I can make it go over here, or I can make it go over here, which means that if you go over a jump and you take a jump wrong, you can actually rescue it. You're not kind of set in your course or your route or whatever, so you can actually do something about the inevitability of crashing. It's really not nice in this boat. Avoid the... No, that's not gone very well. Right, hit that thing. And those little green pickups, they open up like alternate routes. Oh, no, that's... broken it all. This has not been a successful race either. Through the Stargate! Woohoo! And Alien Planet! I love the level design's fantastic, it really is. My only criticism really of this entire game is the lack of levels. I like the handling, I like driving, and I don't mind kind of doing like the Ringmaster and Gauntlet ones to try and get more stuff for your boats and that sort of thing. I just wish there was some more levels. I remember on the PC version, which I had, I remember there being quite a few more levels, and that's my memory, which is terrible. I remember there being at least 3 or 4 more levels. There was one really cool one that was in a destroyed city. Unless they're like hidden locked levels that I haven't actually got to yet, which is possible, they might be. Yeah, there's quite a few more levels I would have thought. There is a DLC for this. Maybe they're in that one, I don't know. I don't know what that has, I haven't got that. That was a terrible race. So yeah, the lack of levels is a little bit of a shame, but this is only an Xbox Live Arcade game. I'm not sure if it's on any other systems. I don't think so, but somebody might correct me on that. We'll do one more level while I finish this up. We'll go to Babylon. Where's it gone? This one. We will use this because it's great fun to try. Yeah, there might be some levels in that DLC. But other than that, this is a really solid game. It's an Xbox Live Arcade game. It was on sale. I picked it up when it was a $5. It's definitely worth a $5. It's a very good value for that because you'll have plenty of hours of playing it. I think normally it's supposed to be 10 quid. I think they changed all the Microsoft points to monies now, so it was 1,200 Microsoft points. So whatever that is in money, I think that's around 10 quid. So yeah, I would really recommend this game. I mean, it's a lot better than a lot of blooming full retail releases that I've seen about. Luckily, I haven't had the misfortune of playing many of them terrible games. But yeah, this is a very, very solid arcadey, boaty, racy game. There is multiplayer in it. This has been out for a while. When I checked to see if there was anybody playing it, I did check in the middle of the day on a Wednesday when all the English people were at school, when all the Americans were asleep, and where the Australians were asleep as well. So yeah, there wasn't barely anybody online, but that might change at sort of better times. But there's not going to be sort of a massive online community thing for this. Although if you do have a few mates who have this game, I would imagine it is a right laugh online because of the great handling boats and the general silliness of everything. You can also do up to 4-player split screen, which is quite rare these days. Not many games have sort of split screen. Not many games bother anymore because so much online or multiplayer play is done via the internet on whatever console it is that you might have. So yeah, you can get 4 mates and you can play all on the same screen. You can also then take those 4 friends as guests and then go race online, I believe, although I can't test that. I believe the game indicates that you can. So yeah, it's a very solid multiplayer game as well. As far as sort of modes go, I'm not sure. Oh crap! I've hit the big whatever the hell that thing is. I'm not sure if the Gauntlet and the other thing mode have made it onto multiplayer, but you know, your normal races are still going to be very good fun. I'm going to clatter myself into a wall there. Now, that was inevitable. I ran out of boost and couldn't move it. And that's when boost is useful. Like if I'd had boost, I could have got out of that. I'm going to come 6th. Not very good. Better than last time. Anyway, I think I have pretty much covered everything about this game. I really do recommend that you give it a go if you watch this video, if you think it looks like fun. It is. It's huge amounts of fun. You really should try it. It's fantastic, fantastic level design. Might run kind of, not run as long as you would like. There's not a huge amount of levels, but for the 5-10 quid that it is definitely worth it. That is it for today though, guys, so thank you very much for watching. If you have racing games you'd like to see me play them, please do leave them in the comment section. I do not have every single racing game ever made. There are some of them which I don't own at the moment, so I can't play any racing game at the moment anyway, while I haven't got a huge amount of money. But I would be interested to hear what you guys would like to see me play. I may get some of them, I may still have some of them lying around, so yeah, leave them in the comment section and I'll have a look through. Maybe some of them will be in a video at some point. However, until next time, goodbye.